And welcome to the last step, step 10, which is track, analyze, and tune. What are we analyzing? What are we tracking? What are we tuning? Usually it's data analytics. Let's check it out. Last step. So think about it. A social media plan is not something you create just once, post, and then forget about it. Because platforms change, algorithms change, trends change, your audience might change. So a post that works great in September may not work the same way in November, and vice versa. So marketers have to keep up watching the data and be able to adjust on the go. Let's look at tracking. What are we tracking? Tracking means looking at the metrics. Examples: reach, engagement, clicks, comment, shares, sales, whatever connects back to your original goal. The textbook even points out that many marketers are unsure whether their social media strategy actually creates revenue, which shows why measurement matters and tracking matters, but it's difficult. Okay, so we track this data, then we analyze it. We ask ourselves, did we meet these goals? What content performed best? Which platform worked the best? Did our posting schedule make any sense? Do people actually respond to the call to action? And so on. These might be questions that obviously have to do with your overall goal, overall marketing goal, have to be answered, and that you ask yourself, you analyze the data. From then on, hopefully you have some insights where you can tune and steer the ship a little bit. Tuning means just making smart adjustments. Maybe short videos are performing way better than images, so you want to keep posting more short videos instead. Or maybe LinkedIn is bringing more leads than Instagram for some bizarre reason, so you want to investigate that and see if there's something to that. Maybe the audience is engaging more at a night time than in the morning than you expected originally, so you can adjust. This does not mean that the entire strategy failed. It just means that the strategy is giving us more information. And then as a whole strategy, you're trying to obviously improve. How to improve? You're going to hopefully get better results, stronger presence, happier audience. Okay? This is the whole cycle. Think of it like building a house. So we have to set the goals. Goals are our foundation. The audience research is maybe the blueprint. Content strategy, the design, the calendar is maybe the construction schedule, and the analytics are like walking through the house after it's built and saying, like an inspector, okay, what is working well, what needs adjustment, and how do we make this stronger and better? How can we improve it if we saw something that didn't work as well? And here's it might look like in the real world. As an example, the data might show that TikTok videos are getting the most engagement, Instagram Reels are driving more traffic than static posts, or product how-to content is leading to more conversions. Then the next move might be to create more short-form video content, shift more resources to Reels, and adjust posting times and add clearer call to actions. Whatever it might be, whatever works well or not work well, you might tweak it and to have better results in the future, because you're going to keep doing these analytics and tracking and tuning in the future. It's an ongoing process. The world around you also changes, and you need to be able to adapt. There might be new platforms you have to get used to using and figure out how to use. Trends come and go. Careful, they go as well. Algorithms evolve. What might have worked last year in October might not work in October of this year. Careful. Audience behavior shifts as well. So the plan should be always staying flexible, not just random. And this is why all steps matter. If something is not working, we do not just guess. We go back to the plan, figure out where to improve. Okay? The goal, the audience, the platform, the content, the timing, or the execution. What did not go well, we might have to adjust a few things here and there. But this is all these steps and how they work together. Okay, think about it. The last step, it's not about being perfect here. You don't have to have perfect results from the beginning, from the first time tracking them. You just want to see what can you improve. It's ultimately about being flexible, curious, and data-informed decision making. And social media moves very fast, and strong social media marketers know how to adapt without losing the sight of the overall marketing strategy, and goals. Here a little throwback from another slide from a previous video. We can hopefully feed the learned lessons back into the strategy. That's why I showed you back then the process as well. We can feed it back, so it's always a loop here. It's never one-sided, it's always a loop that goes back and front. We just analyze it, see what worked well, what didn't go well. And don't forget, keep your eyes on the price, which is your goals, your objectives, your mission statement, because this is where you're heading towards. Awesome, congratulations, you made it through the 10 steps of the social media marketing strategy process. These are very content heavy. A lot of these steps, you could take entire courses for a specific step or certificates for other steps. You can dive deep into them. So if you have any further questions, feel free to reach out. Happy to help out. What do we do with these 10 steps? We realized from beginning, hey, these are not just random activities. Brands do, companies do, individuals do. This is usually a very, very intentional strategy behind. Each steps gave us a clearer reason for what we were doing, who we were trying to reach, and how will we know whether it worked or not at the end. And this is what makes social media marketing strategy so interesting and makes it also strategic and intentional, because it's not just about creating and posting content, but it's about planning it, managing it, measuring it, and then improving it over time.